Induction means introduction of new employee to the job and the organization. This induction program, it includes both the aspect technical as well as the social aspect. Workplace culture, it includes in order to give rules and regulation, working condition, working environment about the organization. Through the formal and informal communication, so it avoids or it reduces the shyness and nervousness. It helps them to build a coordination among the employee. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all to the first session on Unit 3, Human Resource Management. I am Meghana from the Department of Commerce, lecturing in Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. In today's session, let us start with the Unit 3, that is Induction, Training and Compensation. In today's session, let us take induction. So let us discuss about the induction, characteristics of induction, objectives, problem faced during induction and induction program planning. So in today's session, let us discuss about induction. What do you mean by induction? So what all are the programs or what all are the actions taken during induction? So induction means introduction of new employee to the job and the organization. So in induction, we are going to introduce new employee to the organization. For the employee, we give information about the organization, working culture and all about the organization, and we introduce the employees, or for the organizational members, we introduce the new employee. Why it is necessary? So in order to create a comfort zone, in order to help the new employee to settle in the organization. So for all this purpose, we need to introduce the new employee. So for this purpose, induction going to help you. It is the process of receiving and welcoming an employee when he first joins a company and giving him the basic information he needs to settle down quickly and happily and start work. So it's a kind of welcoming the new employee, new member for the organization and giving the basic information which is necessary to comfort or to settle down happily and quickly and to start work. So you are going to give information about the organization and working culture so that he can quickly adjust with the organizational procedure and he starts working there. So this is all about meaning of induction. So what all are the characteristics or induction it includes? That means what all are the information we are going to give under the induction. So first one is history. So it includes history about the organization, their achievements, their working culture, all we are going to give information about the history about organization. Then company goals. So their goals and objective to be achieved in the future. So their goals and objective is to be clear for the employee in order to work effectively or in order to concentrate on organizational goals. Next, language. So language, it includes technical terms used in the organization which is unique from one organization to another organization. So this is all about language. So employees should be clear about this language, slang and technical terms used in the organization to work effectively and to adjust with the organization. Next one, politics, their rules and regulation, their conditions. Next, people, about the employee, subordinates, superior and higher authority, for whom he should responsible, for whom he is accountable. So all this information about the people. Next, performance proficiency. So what all are the roles or new employees' roles and responsibility and the skills required to perform those particular jobs. So in induction program, all this includes. So we are going to give information about all these topics under induction program. Moving further, characteristics of induction. So characteristics of induction, it includes encouraging employees to ask questions. So through the induction program, we are going to encourage, motivate the individual to clarify their doubts in order to adjust with the organization to start work. If he has any doubt, so he can clarify in the induction program. So induction program helps them to clarify their doubt. They encourage them to ask questions. So next, it includes including information on both technical and social aspect of the job. So this induction program, it includes both the aspect, technical as well as the social aspect. Making the new employees manager responsible for the orientation. So here managers are responsible for this orientation program. So give information. So in order to give the information, managers should take in charge are responsible for this orientation program. Avoiding embarrassment to the new employees or new members. So sometimes for some of the employee, it is difficult for them to adjust for the new environment. So it reduces the embarrassment. So it avoid the embarrassment because they introduce each and everyone in the organization, so that it avoid embarrassment for the new members. So arranging formal and informal interaction with the managers and peers. So induction program, it allows the employees to mingle with their manager, their superior authority and their group members. So you can communicate with each other. Formal as well as the informal communication has taken place in this induction program. Providing relocation assistance such as house hunting, information about the local society and etc. So here they provide relocation assistance. All this it includes under the characteristics of induction. Moving further, what are the objectives of induction program? So first one is to help the new employee to develop a close and cordial relationship with the existing employee. So in order to establish a good relationship between the existing employee and the new employee. So that is first objective. Next, to give new employee necessary information such as location of the different building, company rules, leave rules, rest periods, etc. So in order to give basic information about the organization and their rules and regulation, so their branch offices, then company rules and regulation, then leave rules and rest period. So all this are the general information for the new employee to know about the organization. Next one, to help new employee overcome his natural shyness and nervousness in meeting the new people in the organization. So to overcome from the shyness and nervousness of a new employee. So obviously when you are entering into new house or new group or new organization, you will feel shy and sometimes you will feel nervous. So for that, in order to overcome from this problem, the organization is going to help you out through this induction program. So through this induction, you will communicate with the individual. So through the formal and informal communication, so it avoids or it reduces the shyness and nervousness. It helps them to build a coordination among the employee. It helps them to adjust with the environment. It helps the new employee to adjust with the environment. To develop a sense of belongingness and loyalty among new employee. So this induction program helps to build loyalty and sense of belongingness among the new employee. So it increases the efficiency of the employee. So they contribute for the organization. They work effectively for the organization. If an individual treat organization as their own child, they contribute more for the organization. So it helps to create self-belongingness as well as the loyalty for the organization. Next one, to help the employees know the different facilities and opportunities available in the organization. It gives information about the facilities and opportunities available in the organization so that employee can utilize those facilities and opportunities in order to improve their skills and in order to get a benefit from the organization. These are the objectives of induction program. Moving further, purpose of induction program. Why the induction program is necessary. So under that, first one is workplace culture. So workplace culture, it includes in order to give rules and regulation, working condition, working environment about the organization, in order to introduce, in order to give information about the working condition, like for example, working timings and rest break. So all this about the working condition or workplace culture. So next one, compliances. It educates the new employee about the company's policies, then related to harassment and other critical policies, so that it helps the organization to prevent from uncertainty. So that it includes policies related to organization. So it educates the employee about the company's policies, rules and regulations and condition. Next one, retention, induction programs helps the new employee to feel comfort in the new place, so that it helps them to work effectively and to adjust with the new environment easily and quickly. So it helps the organization to retain the qualitative employee for the organization. Next one, productivity. So in induction program, they give detailed information about the organization, their working culture, rules and regulation and everything, so that from next day he can adjust and he can start his work. So it reduces the supervision time, so that it increases the productivity of the individual or productivity of new employee. Next one, save time and money. So in order to give instruction for each and every individual or each and every new employee, it takes time as well as it requires money. So you need to invest money on that. So induction program, it reduces, it saves time and money. So in induction program, at a time you can give instruction or you can give detailed information about your organization for more than one individual, so that it saves time as well as the money for the organization. So next one is company reputation. So it increases the goodwill. So you can present your achievements and your goals, so that it increases the goodwill and reputation for the organization. It increases the company reputation. So these all are the purpose of induction program. Moving further, what all are the problems faced during induction? So you need to face several problems during this induction program. So what all are those problems? First one is role clarity. When you are addressing more than one individual, so there is no clarity in their role. So you are giving instruction in general. So you are giving instruction or information about the organization, but there is no clarity in the individual role. So they won't get their roles and responsibility clearly. When you are addressing more than one individual, this problem will arise. So next one, giving too much information at a time. So it is restricted. You are conducting induction program for one day. So you have a limited time. You need to convey all the information, so that you will give too much information at a time. So that it is a problem for the receiver. So that is the problem. So giving too much of information at a time is a problem for the receiver. Next one, lack of digital support. So initially we don't have much digital facility for the induction program. So now we have various digital facility for the induction program, so that you can better utilize those facility and give a better presentation for the employee. So initially this was the problem for the induction program. Next one, wanting to do everything on the first day. So your intention is to complete whole induction program in one day, so that you will give too much of information and sometimes you will skip the important topic. So wanting to complete the whole program in a single day, it is difficult and sometimes it won't be much effective. So for the receiver as well as for the organization, it is difficult for them to complete in a restricted or in one particular day. Next one, time management. Time management is a difficult factor. You need to give all the information for the employee with a restricted time. So it is a difficult for the organization to manage. Next one, last one is impersonal experience. So impersonal experience, it includes new employee, they expect personal opinion or personal guidance about their particular roles and responsibilities. This induction you are going to address more than one individual, so that you can't give personal information or personal guidance for the individual. So that is the problem for this induction program. So these are the problem faced during the induction. Moving further, induction program planning. Before taking into action, you need to plan properly and execute, and it gives a better result. So for the induction program also, you need to plan first, then you can execute, and it gives you better results. What all are this planning includes? So it includes prepare a checklist before induction program. So you need to prepare the program list first, then prepare yourself and start conducting. So first one is prepare checklist before induction program. Next, effective induction program covers employee training. So for the better results, effective results, it includes employee training. You need to train your employee for the effective results. Next, train your employee. Next one, encourage social interaction with your team. You need to allow your employees to communicate. Two-way communication gives the better results. So that allow your employee or encourage your employee to communicate. So two-way communication gives the better results. Next, discuss company's goals and mission. Discuss company goals and mission so that in future they can contribute for the organizational goals and mission, and they can give a better idea, or they can come up with the innovative idea to achieve those objectives and goals. Next, ask for employees for feedback on the induction program. Next, take feedback from the employee so that you can improve in the next program. So, feedback is necessary for any program to improve yourself, so that it helps the organization to improve and to rectify their errors in the next programs. So, these are the induction program planning. First, you need to plan before induction program and you need to execute, and it gives the better results. This is all about induction. So in the coming up session, let us discuss with the training and compensation. Until then, keep watching. Thank you.